how have I missed Love and Hip Hop on Mondays. I've missed Love and Hip Hop. I am so glad that Love and Hip Hop is back in the building. Y'all know that that is my favorite reality show ever. I'm so happy that Love and Hip Hop is back. Let's get into the mess. Alright, so what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scrappy by Nature TV, and we're here for the review of the series premiere of the family reunion, Love and Hip Hop Edition. Let's get into it, okay? Now, if y'all don't know what the fuck this is the family reunion for VH1 Love and Hip Hop All-Stars. We got everybody from Atlanta, we got Miami in the building, we got Hollywood in the building, and we got New York in the building, okay? And this whole thing was thrown by Trick Daddy, Yandy, and Mama D, okay? So we opened up with Trick Daddy. Now he's barbecuing. You know, he looked like he know how to throw down on the damn barbecue grill, okay? And him and Yandy was talking about Mendici. Now apparently, with everything that went on with Mendici, Trick Daddy, who never even met Mendici, you know, reached out to Mendici, was always looking out for him, had other people looking out for Mendici, you know, doing their thing, like being like that big brother, you know what I mean? Just showing a little bit of camaraderie amongst the Love and Hip Hop men in the building, okay? So then Jock arrives with his son, and he arrives with Ray J as well. And you know, Ray J been going through a lot of stuff with Princess. You know, one minute they get a divorce, the next minute they say they're not gonna get one, then they get a divorce again, then they say they're not getting another one, then they don't. Like, they don't know what the fuck they want to do, and everybody is tired of seeing them on this damn midnight train to Georgia. We getting tired of it, baby. We really getting tired of the bullshit, okay? We don't really give a fuck no more, honestly. Okay, so Sierra is in the building, okay? And every time I see Sierra, she gets more and more mannequin faced every time I see her. Like, after a while, look, I'm about to call her Lil' Kim. Sierra gonna look like Lil' Kim after a while. And if she don't stop doing that shit to her face, she really gonna start looking like Lil' Kim. Another person who had a beautiful face, but fucked it up by going beneath the butcher knife. Like, I'm sick of these girls fucking up their faces. Like, for real. Like, Sierra was fine the way she looked. Now she just looked like a big cheek baby doll. And it ain't even a Barbie doll. It's one of them dolls you get out of Family Dollar somewhere, one of them cheap ass dolls. Like, it's not cute. I don't like it. But they just gonna Mona. I gotta do one for it. I gotta pay homage to Forest Rocks right quick. Mona, bitch, you just gonna force Paris down our fucking throats, basically. You just keep trying to make fetch happen. You just gonna force this girl down our goddamn throats like we really want to see her. We don't want to see her. Who told you we want to see? We don't want to see her, period. I don't know why you keep forcing this girl down our damn throat. She lost a little bit of weight. She looked good and everything, but baby, we don't want to see her. Mona, bitch, we don't want to see her. We don't want to see her. She was not family reunion-esque. Like, if you're going to have a family reunion and you want people from, you know, the Hollywood cast to come, Paris is not a person that I would want to see. If you was going to bring somebody from Hollywood, you could have gave us Brooke and Marcus. You could have gave us Masika. You could have even given us Hazel. You could have given us somebody. You could have given us Tierra Marie. Like, and I don't even care for Miss Nikki, baby, but you could have gave us her. Why the fuck do we got Paris? We don't want to see Paris. We don't give a fuck about Paris. So why is she here? Y'all just gonna keep forcing her down our throat, child, Mona, bitch. And girl, why is Fizz here? Like, why is Fizz here? Like, we don't give a fuck enough about him to want to reunite with his motherfucking ass. Like, don't nobody care about Fizz, child. Why is April here? We don't care. Stop trying to make her happen. We don't care, bitch. Then Joy and Trina walk into the building, okay? So I'm not too surprised that, you know, they would bring Joy and Trina from Miami, but I'm surprised to see Sukihana not here. Like, if Sukihana was in this motherfucker, she would have really made this shit lit, okay? Like, you should have brought in Sukihana Hood in this bitch. They was really gonna turn this shit up. And one of my favorite Love and Hip Hop couples, Scrappy and Bambi, they walk into the building, you know what I mean? Like, they've been having their own issues. Like, They got married, Bambi had a baby, and then she got pregnant again, and then there was the pandemic, and they've been stuck in the house with one another, so they've been literally locked down, and they've been having a lot of issues, okay? So I'm praying, hoping and praying that they get it together. Now, Carly and Ray J, they have a little bit of history, okay? Carly was obviously a model back in the Gap in LA. We already know why she been sitting up here lying about her age. Because if y'all really don't know, Carly Red was also a video girl too. Y'all ever seen Nick's video, I Still Love You? Carly Red was in that video. So she had to be 20-something then, and I Still Love You came out in 97. So she had to be... no, it came out in 98. The album came out in 97. I Still Love You came out in 98. She had to be 20-something then. So what is she talking about? Girl, bye. You ain't fooling nobody. Girl, bye. Mendici arrived, and guess what? Y'all know, if y'all been watching me for years, y'all know that I love me some Mendici, baby. That's my jailbird baby. I love me some Mendici. Can't nobody tell me nothing about Mendici, but I love Mendici, okay? He's here with Judy, okay? And then after he arrives with his mama Judy and hugs Yandy and all this other stuff, and he thanks Trick Daddy for everything that he did for him, he starts talking to Fizz and Ray J about all of his struggles that has gone on since he been back from prison. Like, banks won't take his money. People won't do this for him because of his past and his charges. And I kind of feel bad for him. You know, I know a lot of the times, well, okay, you do the crime, you do the time. So people do the time, and when they come out, it's like the opportunities that they once had is no longer available to them because they made a mistake. But at the same time, it's kind of like this. You know, you already knew what the fuck you were doing when you knew you was on some illegal shit. So you can't expect nobody to really give a damn about the choices and the sacrifices. And now you expect for us to give a damn about the aftermath of your actions. Hate to sound harsh, but that's just really what it is. So, Yandy and Carly are talking. And, you know, Yandy wants to get the 411 about, you know, the situation between her and Sierra, okay? And, you know, she was basically saying how Sierra just wasn't a good friend to her and how she felt that she wasn't there for her. Sierra overhears the conversation, and Sierra said, Carly, why are you lying? And Carly was like, we'll have a conversation another time, but this is not the right time. So Sierra's pissed. Later on, Yandy and Mendici, they are in their room, and Yandy's getting ready for the pajama jam that Trina and Joy are throwing. So they start talking about Judy and how she's here on the trip when this is supposed to be some time that Yandy and Mendici are having by themselves. Which I understand. Nobody want your mom on the goddamn trip. Judy did stay her ass back in New York. Like, why are you here, girl? Like, stop. But I guess you can hang out with Mama D, child. They should have just had Charlene here. But, you know, if we would have had Charlene, then we would have had Kirk and Rashida. And, you know, we don't want them Debbie Downers here. Okay, so Carly and her daughter Jasmine. And Jasmine is like a splitting image of her mother before the surgery. Like, they look just alike. She's very beautiful. She also said that her and her mom's relationship, her relationship with Carly is very weird because Carly didn't raise her. Carly, you know, let her mother raise her. So, you know, Carly was out here chasing a dream, and she let her mama raise her child. That's pretty much what it is. And they started talking about Sierra, and that's a big elephant in the room, and she need to rectify the situation. But then Sierra and Bambi, they have a conversation about Carly. And, you know, she was saying that, well, I thought that we buried the hatchet. I thought we moved past everything. But then I look up on social media, and I see these posts that she's making. And then, you know, Sierra was like, Bambi was like, I'm going to say this to you. This is really fucking awkward for me. And then, you know, Sierra was like, trust me, I totally understand why it would be. You know what I mean? And then, Sierra was talking about Mama D. No. Sierra told Bambi about the conversation that Mama D had with her about the whole Scrappy and Bambi having a damn divorce, and Bambi is pissed, child. So it's time for the pajama party. They have a bunch of relationship questions, and you know, Paris is so fucking invested in April and Fizz. We not even invested in April and Fizz. So why the fuck are you fucking invested? I don't like her. The best thing that comes up out of this is that Carly and Sierra make up. You know, they have an emotional conversation. They talk about everything. Carly says that she's always been supportive of Sierra, but she feels like Sierra hasn't given her the same thing in return. And Sierra acknowledges that, and she owns it, and she always owns that she doesn't know how to be a good friend. But one thing about it is right here. Like, I know how to be a good friend to people. I know that sometimes I can fall short because I'm not emotionally available for my friends sometimes. Like, when they need to talk about, like, emotional stuff, I'm not the type of friend that you can call if you need somebody to rub your back and cry with you. Like, I'm not that type of friend. I know my faults as a friend, but I know that I am indeed a damn good friend. Which is why me and Jamar have a great friendship, because he knows how to be a good friend, and so do I. And we have our disagreements sometimes. Like, we just had a disagreement about something just yesterday. Like, we didn't argue about it, but we effectively communicated about the disagreement. It wasn't nothing big, though. It's just that me and him had a beef with somebody, and that somebody ran into Jamar while he was working, and they basically had a conversation, and they buried the hatchet. And I was annoyed because they disrespected us to the highest degree, and I just didn't understand why he would even forgive them. But Jamar is like a very sweet person, so he's always willing to hear a person out. See, me, I'm hard. So when you disrespect me, it's hard for you to get in my good graces. So, you know, Jamar was like, listen, you don't have to feel like you got to like this person just because we had a conversation, because y'all got to have a conversation. I'm just glad to have that negative energy off of me, and I could just finally move on. Because, you know, Jamar doesn't like to have negative energy or a strong disdain for a person. He'd rather, you know, get over it. And for me, I could just treat a person like they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like, I could have disdain for you, but you wouldn't know that I did. You know what I mean? So that's the only type of disagreement that we had. Like, I was just annoyed that they got, you know, that they had that conversation, but probably because I didn't get to have that conversation. But I totally understood why Jamar did it. It was just me being a bonehead and me being an overly protective friend, because that bitch disrespected not only me but Jamar too, and I was ready to go to bat. You know what I mean? Like, straight up. You know what I mean? But that's my best friend, and I'm gonna always have his back. Y'all know that, right? Everybody know that. That's my boy. But yeah, so it just is what it is. Sometimes as friends, you gotta understand what your position is and where you lack at certain things. The men crashed the party, and it goes haywire from there. Mendici tried to bring Yandy and Judy together. Judy feels like Yandy been hogging up all the time with Mendici, but Yandy feels differently about this. She feels like, you know, Mendici and has been spending time with his mama, but this was something that she wanted to do with just her husband. Bambi confronts Mama D about what she said to Sierra. Mama D didn't feel like she was being messy about it, but you probably wasn't being messy about it, but you discussed her business, and you had no business discussing it with nobody. And Scrappy got pissed off. He was mad about it, and he was not with what Mama D had. And I kind of feel bad for Mama D, because Scrappy was going to fuck off, but you should have kept your fucking mouth closed. But out of their relationship, they can fix their own relationship. They're 30 plus, they don't need you to do anything. Okay, Mama D? Like, leave it alone. With that being said, y'all, this was a pretty good episode. This is basically like just gearing us up for Love and Hip Hop, the franchise, to actually come back, because I know for a fact that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is filming. So what I'm taking from this is that the family reunion is coming on for 6 weeks, and then it's going to lead us to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and I cannot wait for the shenanigans. I'm so glad that it's back. With that being said, you guys, I'm done. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to follow me on IG and Twitter. It will be at the bottom of the video. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. And I'm out of here, y'all. About to edit this shit and take my ass to sleep. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace out.